Welcome to today's deep dive. Our mission today is to explore a book called The Possibility of Happy, a field guide to applied possibility by Raven McGee and Anna Talon.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating one.
It is, and we're going to look at what applied possibility actually is, why this framework stands out in a very crowded self-improvement space, and how it can help you get unstuck. But before we get into the weeds,
Right, the setup.
exactly,
Yeah.
think about how often we assume changing our lives requires a completely clean slate. Like we usually think we have to, I don't know, quit the job, move to a new city, or just wipe the board to start over.
Oh, totally. That fresh, unblemished start is a really appealing fantasy, but it is, usually just that, a fantasy. The core argument we are looking at today is that you don't need a clean slate. You just need what the authors call the next honest inch.
Wait, I have to stop you right there because the title is literally The Possibility of Happy. That sounds a lot like promising constant bliss or just thinking positive thoughts until your life magically improves. I mean, is this just another manifestation book?
I know, it really sounds like it, but they actively separate themselves from manifestation or the law of attraction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they call their approach probability work. So instead of wishful thinking, it is about systematically engineering the conditions of your life to make what you want more likely to occur.
So you're setting the stage.
Exactly. You arrange your environment, your habits, and your mindset to invite change. Because of that, they define happy not as a constant state of bliss, but as alignment, like when your actions actually match your reality and values.
Okay, so it's less about doing a rain dance and more about physically building the irrigation system.
That is a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
And just to finish redefining the title, possibility isn't framed as a magical destination either. They define possibility simply as the capacity for movement.
So if we aren't just wishing for a better life, if possibility is movement and we are actively building that irrigation system, what do those pipes actually look like in real life?
Well, they look like applied possibility. This is where they take these big, abstract concepts of growth and ground them in messy, everyday situations.
Right.
And the mechanism to do that is taking your next honest inch. An inch is honest because it requires, well, brutal self-awareness about your actual capacity today, not your ideal capacity.
That makes sense.
Right. For example, if we look at caregiver burnout, your next honest inch isn't scheduling a 2-week vacation you can't afford.
Because that's just impossible.
Exactly. It might just be sitting in your car for 60 extra seconds to breathe before walking into the house.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's less like saving pennies in a piggy bank to get rich and more like physical therapy. You're just trying to get one extra degree of motion in a stiff joint today so that tomorrow you have a slightly wider range of movement.
Yes. And that compounds. The underlying logic is explained through their rubber band theory. When you stretch your capacity with that 1 inch, it creates tension.
And you might even snap back a bit.
You definitely might. But every time you stretch, you establish a new, larger baseline. The rubber band genuinely becomes wider than it was before.
Like compounding interest in the bank account.
Exactly. The daily effort stays the same, but the ground you can cover expands until that impossible leap is suddenly reachable.
Okay, stretching rubber bands is a nice visual, but what if my emotional capacity is 0 right now?
Yeah, that's a common feeling.
Right. Like if I am drowning in obligations, chronic stress, or financial ruin, don't I have to clear my plate first before I can start stretching?
See, trying to clear the plate is actually a trap.
Really?
Yeah, the authors emphasize that you start exactly where you are inside the mess. They built these frameworks from incredibly hard terrain themselves. They were dealing with severe trauma, chronic health hurdles, caregiving, and complex family dynamics.
So you really don't need to fix your life before you start living it.
Not at all. If you are in pure survival mode, just resting or simply surviving is your next honest inch. The goal isn't escaping the mess, it's finding a micro movement within it.
That is incredibly freeing to hear. And for anyone looking to find those micro movements, you have the power to spark possibility today. You can pick up The Possibility of Happy on Amazon.
Definitely. And be sure to explore their website, too, for more videos and podcasts to guide your journey.
It really is all about taking that next honest inch. And, I want to leave you with this to mull over today. If possibility is just the capacity for movement, what if your very next honest inch is simply giving yourself permission to stop fighting your current reality?